a pre-game nighttime.
Yeah.
Because now you don't just see everywhere. It's like, oh, look, they're coming. I run away. No, like now you have this smoke with wards. Okay, Mr. Seb, he breaks.
Seb. Oh, Lou.
Hello, brother.
Concoction's coming for you, but a big impale not going to be enough. It looks like they will kill off the Luna. Faith Beyond doesn't have any spells to work with now, as several heroes quite low for OG.
My God,
another beautiful impale onto 3 heroes. FY God. 3 dead for OG. They lose the Enchantress for the Azure race side, so it ends up being a 3-for-2 exchange. First blood to OG.
A big deal. Like Lion having no mana and both of them chasing, they also get the kill up top.
Yep.
Very nicely done.
That is
Whisper.
a big kill. Anch looking to finish off Whisper in the meantime. Pops the wand to keep it a little bit safe. Oh. Another impetus comes out, just trying to find his way to the other side of the trees. Will they actually go for it? Hoof Stomp is there. Double Edge dies right after. Can they get the collateral though? Rebound from Ahri.
Oh,
Lucent Beam should be enough to turn the tides. Wild Wing almost gave him the opportunity to finish off the Ench in the end. And we can see in the mid lane, pretty even, 20-2 to 19-3. So
that's probably
really to write home
like
about.
gonna stay that way too. Also, Zeus doesn't really look to move. As up top, they just got the kill again. I do think this hard camp is a bit of a problem. Like, yeah,
it looks like he's fine.
Looks like he's gonna be a-okay. Uragi
the lightning boost ready to go. Bottom lane, onslaught with the trample, and they have more than enough to take out Uragi. He's off to a bit of a slower start now as a result. He has 2 levels in it now.
BZM does get himself a region rune. Very nice to pick up, FY. I do think Seb is in a bit of trouble here.
Yeah.
They both are.
Down comes out. Both Thunder God's Wrath comes in though. FY taking a ton of damage. He'll drop along with Seb, so both supports dead outright. Ahri, one more right click should suffice, but the bottle charge from BZM isn't going to be enough. The enchant is there, and Bach is going to finish him off. In fact, is the Ench that gets the double kill. So let's buy it. Pretty good deterrent for these creeps. And Ahri going to couple up here, see if they actually want to get aggressive or not. Whisper trying to bait this in. Gets the double edge on top of that frostbite, and that turns into an easy pickoff for Ahri. Is a stampede now on top of Ahri. Aether Remnant finds him, and he's dead. Done. Beautifully done from OG.
Having the right cams, boom, 2-3 minutes later, you're back.
TP in here. Have the Astral Step. Concoction's coming for Bach as well. And that is more than enough damage with the help from Ahri as well.
Oh, that is very nicely done, and it's exactly what they need to do.
Has that comeback. Nice self-concoct here.
He will likely stay at high net worth, right? I think it's all going to come down in the mid-game as Mr. Seb takes an impale in mid.
Yep, Ahri, he's here as well. Will expend the ultimate. Will it cost them, though? Whisper TPing in, Hoof Stomp with that double edge, puts the veil out after the fact because it doesn't work in between the animations as we talked about pre-game. And BZM is there to finish the job. So ends up being a 1-for-1 for both supports.
Yeah. RNG in Azure Ray's favor for now.
Oh, damage rune taken by Ahri.
Damage rune.
BZM.
Tomato Man dead.
He's going to dissimulate to the high ground. You see FY made his way over here as well. Gets the impale off onto Seb. Rebound initiation from Ahri. Gets to dispose as well. Bach coming in with a pulverize. That is a huge kill onto BZM. It's a trade for their Ench. But I believe Azure Ray will take that any day of the week. Yeah, they have dispersed quite a bit. As Uragi. Okay, he's going to get a pulverize to the face. So no ult for Faith Beyond for a bit, but he does have an idea that this is happening. Aether Remnant does find him. There's the Veil Hoof Stomp combination. He's being completely surrounded. FY, if he was there about a half second earlier, could have gotten another Ravage.
There are all the heroes here, but they don't feed to it. And OG, they are reinforcing. So they know that Azure are kind of stuck here in this area now.
And the tower is going to go down one way or another. As Seb, he gets the slow off onto Lou. They don't have the Stampede to close the gap, but Eclipse has actually popped a little bit early, but the damage is just too much. Lou is dead. Finger of Death is going to bring Ahri to his knees, so it's a 1-for-1 for now. But Bob comes in with a nice pulverized onslaught combination, and BZM pays the price as well. As Seb is just taking these impetuses from global range, basically. Yeah. So it cost them 3 kills, but it is a Luna kill on the other side.
That was a nice counterplay. I didn't even expect Low to die that quickly, but I think you play against this once or twice where Zeus actually gets to hit with those items, you will respect it from that game onwards.
Ahri's going to get initiated on. And Stampede being used as a damage applier. They will eventually get the kill, and the Tier 1 tower likely will be next. Question: what do you think about the fact that all the cores on AZURE are very heavily magic damage? Hold that thought,
Holding.
Kazu. As the Zeus getting initiated on, Ori's in quite a bit of trouble. Disposed back into the freezing field. Finally gets the cancellation, but I think the damage has been done. Can't even get off his ult in time. A nice pickup from OG. But yeah, the fact that 3 of their 3 cores are very magic-oriented. Luna's like kind of a mix.
Yeah, the spell damage reduction and your Alk is BKB. Like, there's no way unless OG super cringe the next fight. Like, they're just supposed to destroy AZURE right now.
Yeah, Bach is going to get initiated on Stampede to help bring the rest of his team with him. He's only at half HP right now. Going to try to brush it off. There's a big impale with a finger of death. Not enough for FY to actually find a kill yet. It's eclipsed from the high ground as well. Bach does die. Buys back into the game. Still has all his spells with him. As Yuragi has to pop the BKB. He's going to get pulverized right on the high ground. And it looks like he's going to be the big death from OG. Getting off the concoction. One last breath for him, but not to be. So it was a 2 for 2 with a buyback from Faith Beyond.
I have to deal with the inch. Like, maybe it's even Ari. Like, eventually with his ult, he's just like, okay, guys, I got this. I'll go on him. Because, yeah, I think AZURE scaling
like
is...
the last big patch, they got rid of a lot of pure damage in the game. As you can see, initiation here. Do they have enough FY with the Hex?
Yep, got him.
That's an easy peasy kill for AZURE. But yeah, one of the few, I feel like, pure damage spells in the game.
Yeah, it's coming, of course, the Roshoff, as in every game.
All right, AZURE attempting the old Roche. Oh, they're going to back away, actually. Partially smoked. Will they find an opening? Oh, Bach.
He found it.
The initiation onto Ari to start things out, but the Hex onto the Void Spirit. BZM's in a lot of trouble. The Stampede's going to go into a little bit of space.
First to die is
the FY Lion. Ori looks to be next, so 2 big deaths on the side of AZURE, as Lu now getting bashed up despite having his BKB, and he gets brought down to his knees. So just like that, they did lose BZM, but a 4 for 1. Double kill for Ari. Faith Beyond the only survivor, and this should open up Roche for OG. Feels very necessary.
Yeah. Not great, not terrible.
I mean, it's just a little awkward because you're... I don't know. It's just like a poke spell.
Yeah, it's like when you feel that you don't want to like full commit. You want to play like on higher range, like beam, move a bit. As Ari going
big initiation. Yeah, he pops his BKB along with the Unleash. Trying to focus down the Enchantress with the Stampede. It'll be enough.
Oh, big suck. No more.
Yeah, FY onto the low ground. They have some vision there, but the Pulverized onto Yuragi.
They can't. He's too tanky.
Yeah, he's getting all this regen now from that Chemical Rage. So just like that, Courier.
I think they saw him walk through that board for just a brief moment.
Trying to backstab. Oh, Yuragi would be a juicy pickup for AZURE.
Nice patience of him not to show himself, but he's in another ward now.
Yep, he gets hexed immediately. Conda activated. Stampede to help him get away. He'll do so successfully. As the Astro Step doing quite a bit of damage. The Unleash destroying there. The Ench is the first to fall. Ari looks to be next, so it's a 1-for-1 to start things out. Pulverize onto the BKB. Yuragi now to try to find his way to the other side of the trees, but no. Lu gets him with the Conda. Eclipse comes out now. FY with the Finger of Death. Whisper, not going to be able to get away. Tries to go for one more double edge, but it's not to be. Seb attempting to use his ult. Blink TP, or BKB TP gets out. So they at least don't lose their CM, but pretty disastrous for OG. They lose 3.
I thought that would maybe even go better, but I think with Zeus, his Ench, like, you cannot underestimate like this global aura on your range heroes. Like Ench and Zeus dealing like, I don't know, 40 or 50 bonus damage that they're getting simply from this. It's a big deal.
Oh, FY from FY. Impale as well.
They got him.
And with the Conda and Pulverize, well, not the Conda, the Parasma from Ori, more than enough damage. I mean, the fact that they have this much magic damage, the Parasma just makes a ton of sense. Yeah. Concoction, but Lu, okay, being pursued now. Whisper, waiting for the hoof stomp. Team needs to catch up. Ari gets his ult off as well. Frostbite's going to keep Lu in place. Oh, Satanic, is it enough?
Disarm?
No.
He has to swap in his BKB.
BKB popped by Ari. Trying to focus down Ori in the meantime. He's getting to the high ground, though, as Lu still has that ultimate to work with. Seb pops the BKB. Not going to be enough to survive, though, so they lose 3 heroes on OG, and all they get is that Aegis.
He has no mana yet.
Yeah, Yuragi gonna get slowed by the uproar, and it looks like it's just a matter of time before he dies as well. Unless you push him to the high ground. Faith Beyond pushes Yuragi to the high ground. He pops his BKB. No TP available. Will be blinking though. Just needs mana. TP. Oh, the impale from FY. could have been a highlight, to be sure. But Yuragi will die eventually.
I think great play from Faith Beyond, baiting up.
Fly now. I think it's being delivered onto Lu.
This Luna is big.
Oh, fortification a little bit
You can start stacking up.
too late.
I'm not sure they can defend this. OG would have to play this really well or go around.
Yep, they're going to try for it. Oh, concoction! He hits himself!
Oh, he's donating.
Oh no, Yuragi's dead! Oh, that is just terrible for OG. Finger of Death comes out, but there's just way too much damage to withstand from AZURE's side, and it doesn't help when you stun yourself.
No.
Enemy this time. And now the Ancient fully exposed as AZURE looking to take game number 1. Yuragi has to try to fight his way out of this without Chemical Rage up. He just dies. That's a dieback, easy peasy for AZURE. Seb looks like he's next on the list, so GG's called. AZURE taking advantage of a couple of mistakes from OG and take game number 1.
The CS chart at least, but I think around the minute 5 to 6 mark, we could see one of the lanes or maybe even mid explode quite a bit, which I think is important again. For
my,
wow.
FY, abusing Seb. That came out of nowhere.
I was actually not fully aware that he could kill him there, but Bushwhack, critical in a way, so yeah, he does take quite a while, especially when you're losing your lane early on, as Seb is up top.
Yeah, trying to pressure Lu a bit, but the ensnare, that's the Bat Rider onto the tier 1 tower. Ori's here now at the Astral. That should be a freebie onto Ahri, but can they get more than one? Can they even get one is the question. Apparently not. They kind of split their efforts.
The Firefly ran out.
Resulting in, okay, the Sandy's Eclipse popped by Ahri at the last moment.
He has been hammered.
As Whisper cleaning up some of the illusions. Ahri finds himself a little Rubik action here. Attempting to TP out. Do they have a stun? The vacuum. So that'll result in a nice kill for OG.
That was a nice try with the lift stun onto Whisper, but he's close enough, gets the vac.
Oh, spear into the tower. Forcing out a TP. I think that's more than enough if you're AZURE, but BZM comes in with a Sonic Wave onto Bach. And they're going to use the Chronosphere as well. Pretty tanky, but it's not enough to survive. So good kill here from OG. FY showing himself. Flame Break does force him to the other side. Attempting to TP out will be fine.
Pretty good plays nonetheless. Like, you can go Manta, which allows you to play the map.
Oh, Sonic Wave not going to hit for BZM. FY is going to survive as a result. BZM, he is inside of an arena. He is speared in said arena. And Sandy's Eclipse from Ori finishes the job. So Whisper has his mech.
Yep.
So they're going to go for the straight-up Greaves, it looks like. Yuragi showing himself as well. The Rubik is who they have their sights set on. Telekinesis stuns 2 more. Won't end up mattering too much. Just delays the inevitable as Whisper picks up the kill. So it will be the tier 1 tower for OG, getting something on the map finally. Feels
can get himself a little bit of gold.
Oh, Faith Beyond, he's going to get lassoed in. Wasn't really sure if anybody would be here. Attempting to TP out after the spear. Oh, but the Chrono just in time. Tower's killed right in his face, though. Yuragi will pick up that very important kill for him.
OG are finding some good plays right now, and some may have been.
Gonna Ion Shell the wave now. And being backstabbed, there's the Astral Imprisonment, probably the most annoying spell in the game.
Yeah.
Quite possibly. The fact that they've remade this hero, like all of his skills, except for that one, is just... Yep, Scream of Pain to start things out. The Rubik, actually use a wall as well. Flame Break back into it. It's a nice telekinesis again. I mean, still ends up dropping, but see if OG can get this tier 1 tower now.
Mantas, the Lotuses, whatever they're going to need to play into this Naga later. As they do see Seb. Of course, no egg available. No dive either.
Yeah, Bushwhack should be the end of him. Gets the perma-stun, essentially. Rebuke finishes the job. 2K lead for AZURE, and I feel like...
Hard stage of the game, as a little haste rune is here. And low with the Orchid. This is really like the critical point in the mid game for this hero.
Oh, the lasso. Can they kill him? The
good body
rune,
blocks.
Nice blocks come out. Yuragi vacuum back in.
Easy bash.
Nice kill overall from OG, punishing that aggression.
Give him, of course, more DPS, more tankiness. I mean, Quap scaling is very good, as
Ooh,
nice
yeah.
play.
Very impressive.
Okay,
Faithbeyond gets the full combo onto Ari, who eventually will die to the OD. And Bach trying to get to the low ground, let the rebuke off, and just walk away safely.
Yeah, he won't kill everyone aggressively, but I think Faithbeyond can run wherever he wants without really feeling in danger. As Astral Spear.
Sets up the spear. Easy kill onto BZM. Oh boy. This is starting to spiral for OG.
I underestimate this OD hero, I think, every time. I think there's just some teams that understand this hero 100%. I mean, it is a very special hero, as Tianming might be on the receiving end one more time. Fire on fire.
Doesn't have the lasso up right now, but they should be able to burn down the Rubik. Although, will they though? Doesn't look like it. We'll be able to walk away now. And the Hoodwink is going to be the one to die instead, along with along with Ari, I should say. So 1 for 1. And Seb, he's going to get silenced and killed off. Can't even use that egg. To try to get a pick off, but of course it's against the Aegis now. And it's against Song, as we see another Astral setup. As we have a Song from Lu, who is apparently getting gone on, but will TP to safety. And looks like Seb is the one that paid the ultimate price for that Astral.
Oh, they nearly killed him with the Chrono.
That was close.
Oh, they're catching multiple people. Yep,
Whisper gets ensnared.
Ori is also on Ari.
He's going to get the sharpshooter with the Arena coming in as well. Pops the mech, so he's very tanky, but feels like inevitably he will drop. So in the space of just a few moments, it's a 1 for 3 in Azure's favor. So the
I think he has that yet. I think a clear condition that helps you to fight is, I think, your only way. You need that, and then you need to set up the team fight where you go on. Oh man, Ori was waiting for mana.
Well, gets lifted up, trying to go toe-to-toe with Ori, who's quite low himself, of course, with the Aegis, so not really worrying too much about it. Blinks right in the face of danger. Will die, so it's a Queen of Pain for an Aegis.
Which probability? Because this is not the Dota Plus probability, I can tell you that.
Another setup, bushwhack into the spear. Seb is dead again. Several times now, they've just been able to layer that. Seemingly, I mean, I'm sure you can relate as an offlaner. If you can tell, if somebody could tell you, you don't have to buy Blink this game, you're like, oh, thank God.
Yeah.
Because it feels like it's just like this handicap.
Yeah.
That you have to spend 2,200 every game.
Oh, there he is.
Yep, he's going to pop his BKB, getting healed up a decent amount thanks to that flash. Trying to get to the high ground with the rest of his team is likely waiting for him. Not so much. Chronosphere. So much expended. And there's the Song to try to save him. Will he be able to get away? He's ticking out ever so slowly with that Shadow Strike.
It's fine.
Looks like he is A-okay. Now Lu pops the Manta. They're going to be able to get off the Song. Beautiful Song! It's actually stolen! The Quap ult destroys OG. Phoenix is dead. Big Sanity's Eclipse from Ori. He's trying to finish the job. Double kill for him, killing off BZM. Now only Yuragi and Whisper can walk away.
At any point, again, with a Song or an Astro, it's very hard for them to do anything. I wonder if OG just want to try to like split the game until they get like 1 or 2 BKBs, as we're trying again on Mr. Bach.
Lasso, very tanky target. He pops the BKB. Has a couple members starting to close the gap towards him, but this might be too much damage even for Faithbeyond. He gets off the Arena just in case. And Seb, I mean, talk about there's always a trade.
Yep. Which, of course, until you have any Dispel, there's no counterplay. Athos, Bushwhack.
Yep, Ori. Lots of damage. Another Sonic Wave that was still in his inventory. My goodness. But just like that, BZM is dead, but it will cost them the Rubik eventually, as Whisper falls as well as Ari.
I think OG need a miracle.
So you got your targets for all cores on the side of Azure. If you're from OG's perspective, just feel seemingly impossible to kill.
It seems really hard.
Odie with the Ags, Naga, we've talked about ad nauseum, and then obviously the Mars. We got the Chronosphere onto 2 from Yuragi. Gonna be able to take the Rubik out pretty easily as Ori able to blink out now. Lu. It's off the Song of the Siren as Seb revives.
Ping, ping, ping.
Ensnare with the Mars Arena. Sonic Wave from the other side though. Astral Imprisonment, a little bit of weird timing there, but he gets off a good Sanity's Eclipse. 2 buybacks already from OG. This might be their last stand as Yuragi just walking in, pops the Manta, and that just has to walk away, apparently. You can see Bach and company continue to pursue BZM on the high ground. Everybody is slow to a crawl as the Shivas comes in. A big back wall onto 3. Huge rebuke, though, as Yuragi takes one more right click from Faithbeyond. It's enough. And now BZM able to blink out to safety. And Whisper forced to retreat. Can AZURE catch up? They finally get Ori. Takes forever.
Leipnir.
Now the sharpshooter's coming. Sets it up with the spear into the tree. And that's going to be, I believe that was a dieback from Whisper's Darkseer.
So they know exactly where he is. Let's see how they want to pursue. I mean, they are showing Faith beyond bottom, so it's not very obvious.
Pops. Leipnir onto 2. Bushwhack's going to connect only on the 1 for the time being. Looks like they were able to take out FY on the sideline. Seb with a nice ult, but they're going to try to take it out in the Song of Siren. They do kill off the egg in time, but they will lose FY. Spear's going to miss because the Song of Siren still was applied there. Oh, okay, Chronosphere coming in from Uragi. You can see the Sonic Wave doing a little bit of damage, but Lu is A-okay. They're able to blink out to safety as Whisper dies inside the arena. And Uragi now forced away. Into the trees he goes. Lu continuing to pursue.
Yes, Manta and BKB should be okay.
Yeah, he is fine. So they're playing it quite safe. Yep. Obviously, the age is still 3.5 minutes, so plenty of time. They're going to try to turn this around onto Uragi, but time walks away. And now the focus on the buildings. The siege doing more damage than the Naga Siren.
Oh, stolen lasso.
Stolen okay, reverse lasso, but you can see the rebuke come in from Faith Beyond. Massive damage on the BZM. Drops to the deck, and now Uragi forced to attempt to go back to the fountain. He pops his BKB just to survive, and Seb just dies. And that's a mid lane Rax for AZURE, and I don't think they're stopping here. Buyback is available.
FY breaks
Uragi, he's spotted.
They're on a high ground ward, they know.
Telekinesed into the Astral. Ari trying to buy some space as the arena comes out onto 2. Uragi comes in with a BKB. Doesn't really want to Chronosphere his teammates. Sonic Wave coming in from the low ground as well as the egg onto the high ground. So actually a pretty good placement overall from Seb. And they will be able to take out FY eventually. Now Seb being gone on, but will dive to the other side. And Uragi and company trying to retreat. And now the buyback comes down to FY and the Astral imprisonment from Ori.
Oh,
with the spear set up. Void at half HP. Ori, can you get the job done? Doesn't have Sandy's Eclipse, but it doesn't matter. The right clicks will suffice. And you can see Uragi does have buyback, but even with that, only 3 members up, make it 2 as BZM does fall. Very interesting, isn't it?
It's been a while since I've seen a 35-minute Mars game who's not going to buy up Link, and it was okay.
It was the correct choice. Uragi finally with a nice Chronosphere to end us here. Nice particle effects overall as the GGs are called. Uragi.
Run, Uragi.
Will he survive before the Ancient falls? No! He shall die as well.